Here we go. Loading into game number 2, Kalinov versus MrZergling. Kalinov is currently up 1-0, and he's spawning in the top left corner of this map. Red Protoss player.
Meanwhile, MrZergling, purple Zerg player spawning in the lower right.
Cool. Alright. Let's see what's up. I mean, if I was a Zerg player in this position, and I knew that Kalinov went Nexus first in the last game, usually I don't know, it's probably not the best decision making, but if I see a Protoss going Nexus first or some sort of strange opening where they kind of stay in their base with the gateway for a while, I'm just like, let me spam some lings and maybe I can win right here.
Yeah.
Tie up the series, you know. So...
Because you have to figure they're going to be that's 400 minerals put into that expansion. So they're not going to be able to instantly pump out an army in response.
Exactly.
So, we'll see how this game goes for MrZergling.
I mean, I hope he gets speed.
Yeah.
Spawning pool going down, it looks like a 14 pool from MrZergling. Gateway first from Kalinov as well, so he's not going for a Nexus first play. And the gateway is in his main as opposed to being at the wall off down here.
Yeah.
Huh. That pylon placement is a little weird. I've never seen that before. Oh noes. Okay. Had a little stutter there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Weird. I don't know.
It's pretty cool that that pylon doesn't block the gas. I was worried it would block the gas and the probes would have to go around it.
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't have
Yeah.
been so nice.
Pretty early. Sorry.
We do have the hatchery going down for MrZergling, so probably going to try to play it a little safe this time. I don't really see him going for a greedy third this time. If he does, then I don't know. It'll be weird.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it looks like a Nexus has just gone down for Kalinov. His cyber core is actually pretty early. He's just, I think he wants to start up that warp gate research pretty soon up in here.
Yeah.
Oh no! It looks like this probe is gonna fall.
And we do have the greedy third from MrZergling.
Quick third. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see some... I mean, if he gets double gas at 6 minutes, that would make me a bit more comfortable with this, but it's just last time he didn't drone it, and it made me kind of upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's not... I don't know if it's necessarily greedy. I feel like I tend to get 3 hatcheries unless I'm going something super weird, like 2-base muta. But, I don't know. I still don't think MrZergling has actually scouted Kalinov. I don't know if he was aware it was cross spawns. But it looks like this Nexus is going to go up uncontested. Sorry.
That's fine. I usually just tend to call it greedy out of habit because, like, when I play against anyone, actually, it doesn't matter what race they are, I tend to not go for such a quick third only because I'm more concerned about using that 300 minerals towards fully saturating my bases. Maybe even getting Evo chamber out. So
yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like especially when you're going up against Protoss, upgrades are your best friend.
Yeah, definitely. Like all sorts of upgrades. I mean, I don't feel comfortable if I don't have speed or like for all of my units, or if I don't have at least +1 carapace or attack or something. But I mean, MrZergling is sending in another Overlord. He's getting his gas up. He's trying to saturate his third, which is good.
Yeah.
And he even has an extra queen on the map. He wants to get the creep spread going. Oh. Double Stargate.
Yeah, and that Overlord being on the completely opposite side of the base is not going to see that double Stargate at all.
Definitely. So Mr. Zergling has absolutely no idea what's going on here with this double Stargate. I mean, and that's unfortunate. I mean, 10 drones are on the way in a Roach Warren. So, I mean, it is good that Mr. Zergling has better saturation this game. I mean, he's in a pretty good place economically right now. So, I mean, if he were to put down a few preemptive spores, just kind of thinking, well, maybe I didn't quite get into the base, but I didn't see any gateways or anything.
Yeah.
So it might be Stargate. One Phoenix on the way. Two Phoenixes on the way. And Lair has just began for Mr. Zergling as well. Creep spread's
And
pretty good though.
and I'd like to also point out again at the 8-minute mark, there's still no speed.
Yeah, no Zergling speed for Mr. Zergling. I appreciate a man that likes irony. I don't know. I mean, it seems like eight roaches are on the way. So Mr. Zergling is content with his drone count right now for the moment, and he's just going to start pumping out a few more units and overlords and stuff like that, just in case there is some two-base aggression. But there, there are a lot of phoenixes happening right now. This is 4, 2 more on the way. So there are no spores in sight. He does have this extra queen going for him, but if it's out of position, it could just easily be lifted and killed.
Yeah.
Here comes the Phoenix squad. +1 weapons as well on the way for Kalinov, just so he can follow this up with a bit of pressure, I'm assuming. And, I mean, this is looking a bit scary. There's a Hydralisk den on the way, but Phoenixes are here now.
Yeah.
Queen's gonna get picked up.
And that's the hard part about playing against Protoss, especially if you're not prepared for these Phoenixes. They're going to be able to pick off everything.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Queen.
if you have a queen, okay, but if you don't have spores or anything else for that matter that can really defend against this, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm really glad Mr. Zergling just saved all those overlords. The Spore Crawler is up now, but I mean, Kalinov has no intention of leaving before he gets a few drone kills. He's killed 6 workers already, and counting. Just keeps lifting drones, but the Hydralisks are out now. They're going to actually intercept some of these Phoenixes, making them a little bit low on health. So that actually worked out quite well. Some good reaction by Mr. Zergling there. It looks like Kalinov is going to continue to produce from these double Stargates. 2 Void Rays are on the way, as well as Protoss weapons #1. I know I said that before, but it's still important.
Also have a Twilight Council coming down for Kalinov. So, again, we may see storms being used, which is really good against Zerg because we tend to kind of ball up our units.
True.
Which is a horrible habit we have as Zerg players.
Yeah, I feel like some Zerg players just don't really value their units too much. It's like, well, I could just make another army if I need to, but that doesn't always work out.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
Well, little ground army moving out from Kalinov. It's going to meet up with these Phoenixes, and it's actually probably going to be quite powerful considering it looks like Mr. Zergling has shifted his focus from building this crazy army to trying to, get his queens back up, get his drones replenished, try to get on those upgrades. He's actually starting Hive right now, which is pretty interesting. Kalinov is beginning his 3rd base as well. So, I mean, it's looking a bit scary just because Kalinov is about to start Colossus production pretty soon here.
Yeah.
But this is a pretty nice army shaping up for Kalinov with 1/1 upgrades on the way.
We do have the Roaches and Hydras moving out. Phoenixes being forced to go the other direction at the moment. So.
And a 4th base.
Yep.
So.
Looks like he's going to try to move in here to try and push these Phoenixes out.
I mean, Mr. Zergling is very map aware right now, which is really cool. He knows exactly where those. He wants to know exactly where those phoenixes are. He doesn't want them to just come out of the blue and pick off some overlords or anything.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the trouble with an early Phoenix harassment is your overlords are so vulnerable to it. The Phoenixes are just so fast that it's an easy way to get supply blocked.
Whoa, 13 corruptors on the way as soon as that spire finishes from Mr. Zergling. Um, I mean, I feel like that is probably a good choice because he did see a lot of Stargate, and I mean, Colossus is probably the worthwhile transition there, but 18 overlords are also in production, so I mean, I think Mr. Zergling's just really trying to spend this money he has right now.
Yeah, because he is floating on over 1600, 1700,
I mean,
1800.
see, it's good we have to count like that though, because that means his economy
His
is pretty
economy is
sick.
really good, yeah. Yeah, Corruptors are pretty decent for Colossus, and they do actually kind of help against Void Rays, even though I don't think he actually knows about any such Void Rays. But, um, really, that Phoenix Harass, though, you're going to want Hydras for that. And while he
Yeah.
does have quite a few, if the micro on actually that's a lot more hydras than I originally anticipated. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Um,
actually a pretty good army for Mr. Zergling.
yeah. That I mean he's at 190 supply already, and he is gonna push out. He figures, all right, I'm ahead of enough. I can do this.
Yeah, but this observer sees everything. He knows about all these corruptors. He doesn't know +1 flyer attacks is about to finish, which could actually put Mr. Zergling in a really, really good position here because the composition is pretty colossus. Like, I feel like Kalinov saw that he had so many corruptors and he stopped making Colossus and he switched to that Templar tech.
Yeah. So this force is going to try to move in and take out these rocks, so that way he gets a free shot at the third. But the army is already going to move in and be instantly prepared for this.
Oh, and the Corruptor's a bit out of position, overextending, and I mean, I don't know,
Oh,
nice force
God.
fields. And the Zealots just tear through all those roaches right there. I mean, damn, and I would like to see some storms about to go down. Psionic Storm is finished, but he's just sandwiching all those Hydras up in there. Oh, noes.
And he's pushing this army right back.
He is, but I mean, Kalinov didn't come out as well in that situation as I thought he was going to. He has all these Templars, which are very valuable units, but the reinforcements for Mr. Zergling are on the way. He's almost instantaneously remaxed.
Yeah.
So,
If Kalinov wants any sort of advantage in this game right now, he needs to push forward, deal as much damage as possible, and not let Mr. Zergling max out a third time.
definitely. I mean, the only really scary thing is right here is that Mr. Zergling, I mean, even though his supply, I mean, was a bit higher for a while there, I mean, that's Zerg, you know? Like, Kalinov's about to be on +3 weapons, but all of these projectile units are still at 1-1, which is a little scary.
Yeah. Alright. Looks like they're gonna move in.
Oh no! Let's see, this is a pretty awkward position. Good
Fungal on the infestors.
Sneaky, sneaky fungal, but it looks like the storms, the High Templars are right behind the army, and here go the storms.
Oh my god, those storms!
The Hydras are just melting and melting.
No, everything's falling apart real quickly here for Mr. Zergling. He is trying to go back up, trying to rebuild his army, but there's just so much here right now.
I mean, there are 17 Hydras and 18 Roaches on the way for Mr. Zergling. I think his problem right now is that he doesn't... I mean, he has a lot of minerals, but he doesn't have a lot of gas, and I don't know if he has a lot of larvae as well.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I feel like those storms made a pretty... I mean, those storms are pretty crazy. They made a difference. And I mean, now the Archons are gonna do some work, but... Yeah, look, those Hydras are just falling. They're getting 2-3-shotted. It just, I don't think Mr. Zergling has enough larvae to really back this up. His forces are dwindling right now, but I mean, this is still enough to be kind of scary.
Yeah.
14 Hydras are going to intercept these Roaches and Hydras, but there are just so many Zealots on the way. Phoenix is picking up reinforcements as they come out, and I mean, the Zealots are just tearing everything up.
They are. That base is going to fall.
Mr.
More Hydras
Zergling,
on the way, but
yeah,
man.
Mr. Zergling continuing to pump Hydras and a few Roaches, but he has no gas right now, absolutely none. And I think that's really setting him back. There are 31 drones on this one base. I think he pulled them from his main to go bind at his third. But this is not a fight that he wants to take. He did kill that Void Array, which was nice, but it looks like Kalinov is just scared enough to turn around. But then again, behind this, look at all of this back home. Look at this Archon, like, he was like hoarding Archons back there. There's a fourth base. I mean, it's just... this is a pretty intense situation. I mean, it was a pretty good battle by Mr. Zergling, but the reinforcements just weren't.
Yeah, and now he's so far behind in terms of supply that Kalinov's going to be able to push his way right forward and destroy everything.
Most definitely. Wow. That was intense. I mean, more Roaches and Hydras are coming out, but they're still at 1-1 to these, like, +3 attack.
Yeah.
Protoss units. And I mean, Zealot's good unit, Archon's good unit. There just isn't enough here for Mr. Zergling, I don't think.
Oh,
Storms down right on the Hydras.
Oh my god.
GG's, Mr. Zergling.